What's up, military millionaires? It is time for another 2-minute book review, and today I'm going to talk about the book The Industries of the Future by Alec Ross. The reason I like this book is, I can't even remember honestly if it's a commandant's reading this book or not, but I was turned on to this book by a chief warrant officer I had in the Marine Corps, and it was kind of an assignment, hey, you guys should read this book, and I was like, ugh, yay, mandatory reading, it's just like high school. And then I started reading the book and it was right up my alley. So it talks about the future of business, and as the name implies, the future of different industries. And so two of the main ones that I thought were really cool was robotics, and it talked a lot about the robotics world and where it's coming from and where it's going, and a lot of the stuff that's being made possible through that, which is just phenomenal. I mean, right now we've got robots that can run and jump through obstacle courses, which is insane. And then it talked about big data, which is like all the stuff Google's pulling and able to utilize that information and figure out who buys what and what drives the market and this, that, and the other. And then one of the other final points was they call it the Internet of Things, which is basically being able to connect anything and everything in sort of an internet. And there was a lot of stuff involved in that was just kind of over my head, some of it, but it was really cool. And so there were some very cool points throughout this book, and there were a lot of other industries talked about, and I definitely would recommend it to anyone looking to start a business thinking for the future. Because, I mean, just last week, Sears declared bankruptcy, and that was a mogul forever, and they're just getting beat out by guys like Amazon and Apple and these, billion, even trillion-dollar companies that are able to adapt. And I guess that's the best way to say it. So I would just say, if you're thinking about being an entrepreneur or starting a business in the future, make sure you do your research on what the industries of the future will look like. This book right here is a great way to do that. Thanks, guys.